What is up? Welcome into the PHNX Suns Watch Along, brought to you by our friends over at Michelob Ultra. Check it out. It is. It's one of our better songs, and we don't get to use it that often. I'm Aspo. He is Saul Bookman. We got you covered all night long as we watch the Suns versus the Heat on Arizona Family Sports. Saul, how you feeling, my friend?
I'm a little anxious about this first quarter. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Just anxious.
I'm feeling good because we got the comfortable seats in here tonight.
So
So
that's comfortable seats.
that's nice. I was afraid we were going to sit 3 hours in uncomfortable seats. So we're not going to have to do
I'm
that.
sitting in
tonight.
Jake Plummer's seat today.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see Jake the Snake in studio. We got that coming up for you later, though. Our friend Craig Morgan with something special coming up for you soon on the channel. So we're talking about it in pregame, but I think this game comes down to two simple areas: 3-point defense and turnovers for the Suns.
Yeah.
The Heat are lethal from three. They are an extremely deep team. Obviously, no Jimmy Butler for them tonight. No KD for the Suns, but I think those two areas are what's going to make or break it.
Yeah, man. The Duncan Robinson experience is alive and well at 43.5% from three. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Suns defend this. They have not fared well defending the three all season long. I think they're one of the worst teams in the NBA in defending the three. And for whatever reason, it just seems like every team comes into the Footprint Center and they shoot ungodly percentages. So hopefully they have shored some things up. They're going to have to today to stay in this game, because it's not like the Miami Heat are a juggernaut offensively to blow you out, but they have the ability to, and we've seen that in the past with this team before.
Yeah, they have the 16th ranked offense in the league right now. One of the better defensive teams in the top half of the league as well. But you bring up how poor the Suns have been defending the three, and they've actually given up the second worst 3-point percentage in the league at a little over 38%, behind only the Charlotte Hornets. And when you're behind only the Charlotte Hornets,
You need a beer. That's what you need. If you're,
let's crack these open.
If you're behind only the Charlotte Hornets, you need a beer to drink your sorrows. Eric got it started behind the Mac, so we'll get it started right here. Nice little Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra, our new sponsor. Let's go.
95
those are
calories,
nice, man.
95 calories only, and that's good when you're a fat guy like me. You don't want to drink all your calories.
That is tasty.
It is. Look, let's give some shout outs to people joining us right now. Kev in the chat said first, congratulations.
He was the first one in the chat.
Midnight Cereal, hello to you. Heat That, what's up? A Phoenix, Doug Allen, Austin H, Eli, thank you all for joining
Midnight
us so
Cereal.
far.
I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
They were in pregame, and you know what? I think it's a great name because
That's fantastic.
eating cereal at midnight is usually fairly spectacular.
It is elite.
You ever had a Mick Ultra and cereal at midnight?
No, but I'm about to have a Michelob Ultra right now, and then when I go home, I might have to crack open that freaking Captain Crunch that I have just sitting in my cupboard.
I'm thinking some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Instead of milk, I'm just going to use a Mick Ultra. No. You know, nothing says midnight like that.
I love you, Mick Ultra, but I'm not doing that. Sorry.
Wouldn't
by
be the
way,
weirdest thing I've eaten at
the
midnight.
most goated cereal of all time, and this is no debate, is crispy, and I do emphasize crispy, Fruity Pebbles.
Is there soggy fruit?
Yeah, if you leave it in the milk too long, it starts to get soggy.
I thought you were buying like separate Fruity Pebbles. Like there was a crunchy one, and I'm like, I missed that one.
You don't like the mushy Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah, it's pre-milked. It's great. Really, Fruity Pebbles, the best cereal ever?
I could eat a gallon of Fruity Pebbles.
I am very much a Cinnamon Life guy.
What?
Yeah, I love Cinnamon Life.
Life cereal?
Cinnamon Life.
I don't think I've ever had Life cereal. I feel like that's a pretty I feel like you kind of dated yourself. on that
Regular Life cereal trash. Cinnamon Life?
one. Have you ever had Life cereal, Eric?
Nah, dude. Nah. I'm sorry. I'm not the biggest cereal guy, but I certainly have not had Life cereal.
We got about 2 minutes until the game starts, thank God. So
Then we'll talk basketball. A Phoenix says peanut butter and jelly sandwich plus cereal combo. Anyone? I've never tried that, but
what
I'm down.
if you did peanut butter jelly sandwich, open it up, and then put the cereal in the middle, and then put like you do chips on a sandwich?
I think it depends on the cereal.
Ooh.
You could go wrong with depending on the cereal.
I mean, how? What cereal are you going to put on there that would fuck it up?
I don't know, like
A chocolate cereal would not be good on
grape
that.
nuts?
Yeah, grape nuts. What's
Isn't that your second favorite cereal?
Raisin Bran? Could you imagine? No, I'm not. No.
Hey, no free ads, guys. No free ads. Come on now. Life cinnamon stock just went up 150%.
He's red in the face right now.
Kev says Fruit Loops with marshmallows are my favorite.
Yes.
I mean, you're adding the marshmallows in, obviously. There's not a...
No, they actually have a special edition. They have a
What?
special edition that has the kind of like the Lucky Charm ones in there.
Unpopular take. The marshmallows they put in cereal, hot garbage. They are not marshmallows. They're dehydrated crap. That's what marshmallows and cereal are. Regular marshmallows, top notch. Cereal marshmallows, hot trash.
Dude, cereal marshmallows go so hard.
This is not what I expected the Suns Heat watch along to start off with, but I'm glad that it's happening.
I mean, am I wrong? Like cereal marshmallows, like there's not very many things that you could eat for breakfast that will give you that much joy.
They have never once in my life given me. I think they are awful.
Oh my god!
I hear marshmallow, my brain thinks light, fluffy sugar. That is not what is. I don't want my marshmallow to have a little crunch. No, I don't want that crap. By the way, where are we here? One of our chatters said Max's head just exploded. That was Groundhog Mama too. Said, yeah, that is true. Kevin says, "Wow, awful take about marshmallows." Espo's take was cheeks. You like shitty marshmallows. That's fine.
They are different. I'll give you that. They're different.
They're not marshmallows. They're dehydrated. They're
dehydrated marshmallows.
Yeah, they're not.
Which is a marshmallow.
They're not real marshmallows.
Is it dehydrated?
I don't like any dehydrated food though. Dehydrated food's crap.
You just ate beef jerky today. Oh, you had a Slim Jim.
I had a Slim Jim. That's not dehydrated.
But you have eaten beef jerky before, yes?
Yes.
I've seen you eat the Circle
I
K
know
beef
Emma
jerky.
up here in the chat. She said Saul's right on this one. Espo fuck all the way off with that take.
I'm glad the child has weighed in on the cereal take.
Since the dude is complaining about marshmallows and cereal. Who's the real child?
I like my cinnamon life.
Marco says Suns are gonna get an L after the marshmallow cereal hot take expo.
You need to put the purple pants on to.
Right.
Hey, over 100 people hanging out with us right now. Let's
take a look at the starting lineups. Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, Nikola Jovic, not to be confused with Jokic, Jaime Jaquez Jr., who we're going to have to fucking worry about all game long, and Bam Adebayo for the Heat. We already said who the starting five are for the Suns, but Booker, Beal, Allen, Metu, Nurkic. Let's fucking go. I actually, truth be told, when we were in the pregame, I was not excited about this game at all. But now I'm a little excited because of the watch along, because of you fine people, and because Espo's getting trashed on for his horrible ass marshmallow take.
Can I say, I feel bad for Amanda Pflugrad. They always have this ridiculous angle because Amanda's a very short. She's a diminutive American. She's tiny. Give her a box so the camera angle isn't always looking down.
Yeah. Suns
lose the tip. That sucks.
Yep.
Hope nobody bet on that. You can bet on that in the BetMGM Sportsbook app, and I'm always surprised that that's a gamble people take.
First bucket, who's the guess?
I'm going to go Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal, okay. He's bringing the ball up right now. So
I think he's got a little beef tonight, and I'm all right with that. Right. As long as it's not dehydrated beef
might be Booker.
Jerky.
Booker shot.
Oh. You need him to get off to a hot start. We saw last game he was 3 of 5 to start, but didn't take enough shots in that first half. So I like that Book took an early one here.
It's going to be interesting to see how Nurk defends Bam, because Bam's pretty athletic. So one of the better bigs in the league.
Yeah,
Booker first bucket. Let's go.
Well, I think around the basket's going to be key tonight too, because Miami's surprisingly not a great team around around the basket. They rank 28th. They're 28th worst in rim protection. Their opponent's shooting 67% around the rim.
And there's the first three for the Miami Heat because Kyle Lowry's wide open from the top.
Well, anytime you can leave a guy shooting 43% from deep open, you got to do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? Seems like a good strategy, Cotton. Ooh. Yeah, Jaime Jaquez got murdered in the paint.
So I can't see the game. I need y'all to do like Dave Pash play-by-play for me.
Oh, we're not doing play-by-play.
I'm
I was
kidding.
like, bro,
I'm
I'm not doing
kidding.
play-by-play. Dude, I will say this. For as much shit as he got during the LeBron years, Eric Spoelstra is easily a top 3 coach in the league.
Oh, he certainly is. And he's the one guy that has coached LeBron that is kind of a legit guy, not some guy that wound up being a puppet. And I think that, it's a testament to his hard work. He started as a freaking video guy in Miami, and obviously learned a lot from Pat Riley over the years.
Brad, nice kick out to Grayson. Let's go,
There we
Grayson. Nice 3. Let's go.
What do you need? You got your bet tonight. You got him at a 20 PRA?
20 PRA.
So you're 17 away. All right.
Yeah, 17 away right now. And a foul. That was a weak call.
The Suns can't afford Nurk getting in foul trouble in this game. Going up against Bam, that's not going to be pretty.
That was a nice little penetration by Bradley Beal, 1-on-3, but then he kicks it out to a wide open Grayson. That's the threat of Bradley, though.
Yep. Luca in the chat says coming to AZ all the way from Australia for 5 games, including the OKC takeover. Can't wait to meet you guys.
Let's go.
Looking forward to meeting you too.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's pretty dope. We have a pretty strong contingent of Suns fans in Australia, and one of our homies came through today. He was telling us that they started doing watch parties in Australia. The first one they did was in Melbourne, and he was expecting maybe, they were hoping for like 10 to 15 people to show up. They had 44 at their first watch along. They said they have 600 people that have been interested in these parties for Suns. They have 600 Suns fans in Australia. I think that is tremendous. And one of these post games or pregame shows, we're definitely going to pipe in these Australian guys from one of these watch parties, because that just seems like it would be electric fun.
Yeah, they do the Aussie Suns fans pod, which is always quite the trip to be part of down there. And they've been Suns fans for a long time, not just since Jock was part of the team. So it's pretty cool to watch that and get a chance to meet all these guys. So Luca, looking forward to having you out here in the Valley. Suns trailing the Heat 8-5.
My first turnover, unforced.
Yeah, it looks like the strategy, though, is drive and kick tonight. Hopefully...
And Grayson Allen threes, let's go!
14 away, so...
Let's go!
You'll get to 3 away, and then it'll just stall out. We saw that last game. God, that's just bad interior defense.
You can't get a shot at the rim after swinging the ball around like that. That is just too easy. That is not good defense, man.
Pick
and roll and
Book from deep. Finally, there we go.
That's 3 threes for the Suns so far.
Which, that's one way. If you're going to give up a decent percentage, you're going to have to hit a decent percentage yourself. And that hasn't been the case a lot this season when they've given up a lot of threes. It comes in a lot of games where they've struggled from behind the arc themselves. They get Grayson on that one?
Yeah, Grayson was kind of like trying to chug a little bit and throw that forearm a little bit too aggressively.
Kev says, my Christmas money didn't stretch far enough for the takeover. Sorry, guys. No need to apologize.
Yeah, absolutely no need.
You get out here when you can. Always happy to have you along with us on the stream, though.
But also, if you can't make it to the takeovers, come hang out with us at the watch parties. They're free. Yeah. First of all, you get to hang out with us. All you got to do is pay for your own meal. And we're just kicking it and watching. Last time we had about 40 people at our last watch party. So come kick it with us. That's a free event.
Or if you're looking for something, you want to be at an event, but have a few shekels, our putting party coming up as well out of Putting World later in the month. That'll be fun God, their rotations in the lane have been a little sus so
Yeah,
far.
well,
I'll
I mean,
say
that's
that.
2 point-blank shots for Jaime Jaquez off of just movement and rotation.
Girth Jr. in the chat says, someone go to Circle K and get some snacks. We've got some Circle
we
K
have
snacks
tons
on
of
deck.
snacks.
You guys want any?
I'm good right now, but we'll pull a card in at some
You
point.
let me know.
So movement. There's 4 other guys standing around. That's
Well,
nobody's moving.
Nurk was positioned actually standing on the baseline there. Sloppy turnover by Chemezi there too. Oh.
Nice defense.
Jaime was trying to get fancy there, but Book wasn't having any of it.
Right to Nurk. Easy bucket. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice pass by Allen. Transition. You got to push the ball. If you're not going to move on offense, for crying out loud, at least push the ball and move on the fast break side of things. That seems to be the thing that they are the most comfortable doing, is pushing the ball when they do it.
Well, they need to do a lot of it because
That's a good
Miami's
job.
one of the slowest paced teams. So you're gonna have to force your will at some point.
And
in
like
this game
right
too.
there is a perfect example of just like Bradley Beal gets the rebound, but because he turns right into Jaime Jaquez, it forces a jump ball. It's not a turnover on paper, but it feels like one, you know?
Yeah. Commercial break for the game. So the chat, I'm going to go back to the cereal thing because the chat was hammering me. I don't like Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran is hot trash. Just because I have an older taste in Cinnamon Life does not mean I like old people cereal. There's 2 different things.
We have a recommendation from the chat. It says it would be cool if you guys had a live scoreboard for these watch-alongs. It would be cool. There is a way to do it. We haven't really tapped into it because it's highly complex, but I think that's something we can play around with in the future.
You know what, Eric? Just start typing the score on the screen, please.
Every time
Every
they score.
basket, just change
Every
it.
time they score.
Seriously, just change it. No?
No.
What are we? I miss Emma.
I don't even think Emma could do that, dog.
Marco Salas says the Say Rock commercial is elite.
It is. It's probably the best. Like, I'm going to be honest. I get tired of a lot of these commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I hear Sweet Caroline one more time, I'm going to flip a table, right? But the Sarah actually
Sarah
remains entertaining to me. And that's a sign of, if you can see a commercial a million times and still get a little bit of a chuckle out of it, like the Chef's Chiefs thing, you got a good commercial. And Sarah is one of those. So.
And Slow says you're hot trash. Don't you talk about Raisin Bran.
You like Raisin Bran, Henslow?
I mean,
Jeez, I'm disappointed.
Raisin Bran's right in the middle for me. I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's tremendous.
It's just blah.
It's okay.
It is what it is.
Hey, listen, it satisfies a craving.
What is that craving?
You crave Raisin
I
Bran?
Every now and then,
food.
I like raisins. But you got to understand, listen, hot take, the best cookie in the world, oatmeal and raisin. So I already know I'm going to get dragged for that.
I like that cookie, but come on, man.
I know I'm gonna get dragged
I'll
for
give
that.
you oatmeal chocolate chip. I'm not an oatmeal raisin.
I'm a raisin guy
But-
because I like the salty and the sweet.
But we go back to the dehydrated thing, and I'm just not. It's dehydrated fruit. Raisins are just dehydrated grapes. So, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the GOAT, says Laking Ball. I can enjoy a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No problem with that. Eli saying Raisin Bran is good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Also, the worst commercial that they always show is that fucking kid about
The eco-terrorist?
There's
Wait, there's
plastic.
plastic?
There's plastic in my cup.
Oh my gosh. There's going to be more plastic than fish in the ocean.
I mean, like, he's right, but they have to make a new commercial.
But is he though?
Yes, he's
Are
right.
you sure? Because there's a guy in the world right now, singular gentleman, that has actually found a way to be able to corral plastic in the ocean. It's pretty remarkable what he's been trying to do.
Do you think the kid grew up and it's just him?
No, the kid grew up to be an eco-terrorist. That's commercial too.
Considering the kid is not real, I'm gonna say hi.
Wait, what? It's not real?
Oh, Grayson. Still sitting at 14 with that, though. MCG Blue says, Espel, I'll back you up. Cinnamon Life is the adult version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Grayson, shoot some more, baby!
Hey!
Let's go, Grayson.
11 for your PRA. I don't remember what the rest of your bet is, but I remembered the Grayson part. So
20 for him. So he's got 12 already because he had an assist earlier, too.
yeah, but what was the full bet? What else
20.
did you have?
Oh, well, I mean, Beal and Book got to actually just Beal. Beal's got to at least score a little bit.
Yeah,
or try to.
I need over 20 from Book, or excuse me, over 20 from Beal, over 25 from Book, and the over for the game 229.5. So
I'm telling you, Grayson Allen should never pass the ball when he's got an open jump shot. He's as good as anybody from 3.
Agreed. Well, wasn't it? It was you and Flex saying that between Grayson and Eric Gordon, they should have at least 20 shots a game, right? So with Eric Gordon out, should Grayson have 20 himself tonight?
Yes. He's already
with
got
the way
like
he's
6.
shooting, yeah. Avery Matthew. We'll save the serial talk for the commercials, but Headband Book back. Did you read Gerald's? I'm putting you on the spot. Did you read Gerald's piece? Another Grayson 3. I missed it.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
He's 3 for 5.
Keep shooting.
That's 60% from 3 right now.
Good math. Did you read Gerald's piece on Headband Book? You know how we rip on.
I did not.
Okay, so we rip on Headband Book, and the stats are basically he's exactly the same with or without the headband. It was one of my favorite Gerald pieces. He went in depth, looked at every game, all the stats, and then was extremely sarcastic in the piece. So if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, that's a way to check it out. Heat hit another 3. Kevin Love with the 3. Do you know why he wears number 42?
Why?
It actually has to do with Connie Hawkins, who I believe is his godfather. His dad played with him on the Lakers. So he wears 42 for former Suns legend Connie Hawkins.
That's dope.
Wasn't in my notes. I just knew that one. So Did Grayson really just try to do a 360 layup where he got about 2 inches off the court?
He's being really aggressive tonight.
I like it, though. You need somebody on this offense to be aggressive. We've seen Bradley Beal do it a little bit. Obviously, Book has, but I like an aggressive Grayson, especially when you don't have KD out there. Another open ooh, pump fake.
There you go. I didn't even see Bol come in.
Bol's in the game. It was
Book pull up 3. Oh,
so Bol and Josh Okogie into the game. They're the first off the bench.
So we're about 8 minutes into the game. Clearly, first of all, the Suns' rotations on the 3 have been pretty solid, and the Suns are playing with much aggression from 3. And I don't hate it.
No, they got to match the Heat's aggressiveness from deep. 19-15 Suns with about 4 minutes to go here in the first. And Book pulled from pretty deep behind the line there as well. I want to see Book do that more. Just pull up early in that shot clock from deep. You surprised Kevin Love, even this deep into his career, is still playing and getting still decent minutes as well. He seems like a guy that I feel like the Suns have talked about getting for like 20 years now.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was actually surprised he didn't come to us last year.
I was too.
Here's one of the things that I will agree with people on when Eubanks
and Bol on the court right now.
Beal definitely takes a lot of the pressure off a Book to have to be the primary facilitator.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be every time, but it is effective. Oh, damn, that's a tough shot by Kevin Love.
Yeah, you can't do much about that. That was good defense, but better shooting there. I don't know how I feel about this lineup. Book, Grayson, Eubanks, Okogie, Bol. So it's a weird.
Oh, come on, Drew.
Choice. Why is Holiday? Excuse me. Eubanks backing away from the matchup with Kevin Love. All we heard was Eubanks is a guy that likes to try to catch a body down low, and Kevin Love's the guy you're afraid of down there?
Well, I mean, I think he just thought he had an easy shot. Book from deep again.
Oh, in and out.
But look at the bowl effect. Let's
Nice
go.
tip there.
Pick and roll. Roll to the basket. Oh. Grayson. My
Another
goodness,
one.
what is going on?
What was he? Four of 6 now from deep?
4-7, I think.
I'll start
7?
making the shining star graphic
Is
now.
he the shining star already? Oh, 4-6 from
Solidified.
right.
And he's the X factor as well right now. He has 12 of the Suns' 24 points. That's right. My simple math tells me that's half of the Suns' points so far. The Kevin Love, Josh Okogie matchup. Exactly what we all came here for. Look at our friends at Mick Ultra are on the sideline board too.
There we go.
All right.
Now that's a nice little pick and roll play right there. You get Book freed up at mid range. They're playing super drop coverage. I don't know why they were so far back. That's an easy 2 for them.
I found it easy. I'm trying to found it interesting. I'm trying to find the stat here for specifics, but the Suns have actually, we joked that they were the monsters of the mid range last year, that they're so good from that space, but they've actually struggled this year from the mid range compared to where they were the last few years, which surprised me. I think, and I'm still looking for it, but they were in most of their primetime guys from mid range were shooting in the 40%, where they were in that 50% range last year, and it's bizarre to me that they've seen it kind of tail off that much, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously losing Chris Paul is part of it because Chris Paul was a master at that, but I wonder how much of Book having to be the facilitator is hurting his mid-range game, right? Because he's looking to defer more than take those shots. He's not getting set up for those. I wonder if it's a byproduct of this offense, and I think that's something they're going to have to figure out long term if they actually want to be a contender, which at this point I don't think you can even talk about them that way, which we've kind of discussed on the show. But Enzlo says, back to the cereal now. Emma, our friend, wants to know, how do you feel about Cheerios? I have a love-hate relationship. I have a love-hate relationship with Cheerios. By themselves, I think they're mid. You put sugar on them, surprisingly delightful.
That's why Honey Nut Cheerios are the best.
Yeah. I like Honey Nut, but if I don't want the honey flavor, I put a little actual sugar on top of regular Cheerios. They're spectacular.
Honey Nut Cheerios is one of the few cereals that I'll just get like a handful of if I got it. Like, I'll just eat that raw.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I think we've all done it. We've all grabbed the handful of Honey Nut Cheerios, sans milk, and gone at it.
But have you seen, like, they have like 25 different Honey Nut Cheerios, or just Cheerios now? Like, they have a bunch of, I can't get to try any of those.
Why do we got to diversify everything, right? Why?
Let's take that comment out of context and clip it.
Oh my God. I mean, like, why do we have to have a million flavors of something that works, right? Like, I don't need that. This is a unique graphic on the screen. K-Ray going with the interesting, what is that, a gray pinstripe with a black shirt?
First of all, let's talk about K-Ray's outfit. It is not good. Yeah.
We love you, K-Ray.
I love K-Ray.
You're not getting in the boom room with that
tie. That tie with that jacket is just not flowing. Now, I can't see the rest of the fit, so I can't judge him. But from the chest up, no, sir. No.
And you can't do that when you got EJ sitting next to you.
And I am the resident suit expert here.
This is true.
You
are.
Oh, yes. 1,000,000%. I have a suit guy.
Okay.
I do.
It's funny, but you wouldn't guess it based on the way we dress here, but Saul has an elite suit game.
I do.
I would love to just one day walk in and you're just suited to the max. Like, it's just like a random Wednesday. There's no occasion.
It did happen one time because we had to go to Lindsay's. She was doing a charity for Ryan House, and so we went to go support.
We'll probably have to do that again this year.
Yeah.
I think first game of the playoffs, everybody needs to just wear suits.
We're all going to have to wear one at Gerald's wedding. So we'll send you a photo while you're hosting the show.
Yeah.
By the way, here's an alert. We will not be here when Gerald gets married, which is like March 15th. We will have 2 special guests being hosts that night. One of them is going to be Stephen Pridgeon. The other one is going to be AA Ron, our boy AA Ron.
Well, Eric's going to be here too. So
I'll be here.
Eric will
He'll
be
be
the
pushing
producer.
buttons.
Yeah, I'm
talking.
not special though. I'm not
Well,
special.
you
I
came
mean-
late in the game. You can't put that on Gerald.
Oh
came
no,
late
no,
late.
no! I meant like because you said you have special guests for the show.
Well, yeah, because
You're
you're here
just
every
here.
day.
No,
You-
I know.
you're-
Come
God,
on,
another
man.
open Kevin Love look. You can't. I don't care if he's old as dirt. I don't care that he's almost my age. You can't leave Kevin Love wide open.
And I agree. Eubanks does need to stop shooting.
You agree now?
Mm-hmm.
I think this may be he plays himself out of the rotation officially game.
I hope.
A Kogi getting fouled there. I will say this. I do love that this team, anytime one of their guys falls down, always hustles over to help up a teammate. That's one of those small things that I gauge on a team. If you're not doing that, there's a vibes problem.
Yeah, for sure. Here in about at the end of this first quarter, I'm going to step off and I'm going to eat because I have not eaten all day.
It's all right. I've done a show all by myself before. We'll be good.
I know you enjoy it.
Eric, you can move over into the
Sit into the
open
chair.
seat and sit in the
Practice for when I'm
I
with
mean,
the
all
special
goes
I don't
guests.
know what else you're doing behind there anyway.
I'm putting up comments and I'm.
chair. Ooh,
That's true.
28.
I mean, I'll just go take a lap if you want, man. That's fine.
28-27. Suns leading with a little over 55 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Another
You
three.
can't just look at threes, guys. You got to get a hand up.
Luckily, let's check the percentage here. They're not hitting.
There we go,
as-
Bradley. There we go, Bradley. That's what I want to see. I need about 20 more of those.
I was going to say they're not hitting at a lethal clip, but they're 5 of 9.
Oh
so-
my God. For crying out loud, Devin Booker. That is just terrible defense to let Jaime Jaquez go right behind you. You lose track of your man. He gets a wide open layup. Come on, bud.
I've been so disappointed in the defense this year, honestly. I know the defensive rating says they've been all right, but the eye test does not fully agree with that.
There we go, Beal.
Bradley Beal
Let's
hitting
go.
another shot. 5 points for Brad Beal now on the night. 2 of 3 from the field.
Suns up by 4. Step up. Step up. Good defense. Good defense
right.
in the first. Nice job, Bull.
End of the first, 33-29.
All right. I'll take it.
Phoenix Suns lead. Hey,
I'll take it.
Look, I'm reading a book by Phil Jackson, and it seems rudimentary, and even says in the book, but he goes, if you win those first few quarters just by 1 point, 1 or 2 points, yeah, sure, you're not up big, but it starts to pull that momentum, and that's key. And you walk out of this first quarter up 4 and actually out shooting the Miami Heat from 3. Now, that's not saying you played good defense, because Miami's 5 of 9, 56%. The Suns are 7 of 11, 64%. So that's a big part of this. Turnovers, Suns have 3, Miami has 2 so far.
Speaking of turnovers,
yeah.
Saul's going to turn over and go grab some food.
All right, go get
Eric's
your
going to
food.
join you and have fun. Is this? No, you've been on camera before, right?
Yeah, he's been on camera.
Maybe it was Son's debut.
Is this your son's
Son's
debut?
There you
It doesn't
go.
really count. This is a watch along. So we let any riffraff hop on camera.
That's the only reason why I'm here is
Emma-
because it doesn't really count.
Emma, who's camera shy, used to be on camera all the time as well for these. So Grayson Allen, 12 points, 4 of 6 shooting from deep, 4 of 7 from the field. Devin Booker coming out and aggressive, 4 of 6, 10 points, 2 of 4 from deep. He also has 2 assists and 2 rebounds. Chemezi Metu didn't shoot at all in that. Drew Eubanks had 3 shots, which is crazy to me. One thing I don't like, Bull, 0 shots.
You got to
Now,
give Bull some shots, man.
I mean, I want to see it just to see 2 rebounds and an assist, though, from Bull in that first half. Josh Okogie, 2 points, all from the free throw line. Suns leading the rebounding battle 10-7 so far. I'm feeling all right now. I mean, but I'm going to say this. The Suns are shooting 60%, 64% for 3. It's likely not a clip that
Right.
you're going to continue on. They need to tighten up the defense from 3.
I mean, that's the big thing. You're looking at the box score, which I haven't been able to see a second of this game, so I'm excited to see the second
You're
half.
not.
I can't really give my first quarter analysis besides what I heard. But Kevin Love, 15 points, 5 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Where were you when Kevin Love and Grayson Allen dueled it out on the biggest stage?
Oh, it's a pasty white Friday night.
Hey, look, hey, you see, that's why we had to switch Saul out.
Yeah. I'm not going there. Enslo wants to know who's posting comments now. Absolutely
Nobody.
one, Enzo.
That's the show's collapsing.
Barco, who's driving the wheel? Nobody again.
We're on autopilot right now.
Kev says, Bull making an impact on the glass. Let's go, LOL. I agree. Second quarter underway. Suns leading
Okay,
33-29. Great move by Brad there. Okay. They call the foul on Love, but Eubanks did not have great position.
But he does have a good
Kevin
cut.
Love.
He has a fresh cut. He looks good.
Yeah, great. Congratulations
Looks good,
on the
plays
haircut.
bad.
Okay, Kevin Love makes me feel really old because I remember when he came into the league with the Timberwolves, scoring machine, great rebounder. Now he looks like the old dad at the pickup line when I go to pick up my kid, and I know because I'm usually the old dad too. So
no, K-Love got a ton of the grays, man.
a little Yuta Watanabe. This is
Grayson.
it's another weird lineup. What do we got? Bradley Beal, Grayson Allen, Yuta Watanabe, Drew Eubanks, and KBD. Just very weird.
I like that move from Beal. You've seen it a couple times, like a couple possessions ago, where he's hit people and lost them with that step back or that quick crossover, but he hasn't been able to hit that shot.
Yeah.
I feel like give him a couple more games, that should be going down.
Yeah, they're going to need it sooner rather than later. Emma saying, Eric, that's a snazzy fit. And then Hello asking, do all producers have the same fashion sense?
Yes.
Or is it just Emma and you?
The only thing that that they asked me when I interviewed for this job was, what does your wardrobe look like? Nothing else. And that's why I was so bad with the numbers, They didn't know that I couldn't do the numbers.
We were just so wowed by your fashion sense. Enslo saying, this may be the worst lineup I've ever seen. You must have forgotten some of those lineups that ran out there in 2018.
I hope he's talking about the game.
Well, I mean, this lineup did get significantly worse a few minutes ago. But, Kev says, K-Love is the cool dad, though. Are you insinuating that I'm not? That's fine. 33-31. Suns leading Miami at the free throw line. 11-17 to go here in the second quarter. Yeah, this lineup I don't like on either end of the court. That's the problem with this. This isn't like, oh, you're trying to go heavy defense. You're just trying to experiment. And I get it. Injuries, Eric Gordon out, Kevin Durant out, Nasir a little out. It changes your rotations a bit, but we heard Coach Vogel earlier in the week say he was going to try to solidify some rotations, and then he comes out with this lineup we've never seen before. So he's got that going.
Eubanks.
Drew Eubanks now 1 of 4 from the field with 2 points on the game. Like I said to Saul, I think Eubanks may be playing himself out of the rotation tonight.
I thought he already did, man.
Well, this may be putting the final nail in it. Bam.
Tough team, though, to go against for that.
Yeah, but if you're going to be that aggressive offensively, make a damn shot or stop being that aggressive.
No, I mean, obviously, I'm not giving him an excuse, but even with this lineup in general, it's tough to be experimenting with a new lineup against the Miami Heat, who maybe their offense isn't always that great. That was a nice move by Beal.
Bradley Beal with a little shake and bake hesitation and went to the rim. And that's, like you were saying, when that stuff starts falling for him, that's when it's going to be a different ball game. He has 7 points, 2 assists on 3 of 5 shooting so far. 35-34 Suns, 10 minutes to go in the second. For those of you trying to make sure you're synced up with us here. I like the ball movement.
The shooter. Nope.
If Yuta can't hit those corner threes, there's no point to have Yuta out there.
It doesn't feel like he gets them a lot of the times like in the flow. Even when he shoots, it doesn't feel like he's shooting it confidently.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say, oh, I want to see Yuta when KD's out there. I'm like, if you can't get it done when it's not KD, I'm sorry. I don't want to see you out there on the regular with this team.
That was good, D.
Terrible boxing
Offensive
out.
rebound.
KBD letting Kevin Love get the offensive rebound.
and then a foul.
You can't give up second chance points. We've seen it over and over this season with this team. You just can't do it. By the way, Yuta Watanabe shooting 32.9% from three this year, 37.9 for his career. And I think he shot over 40% last year.
And I think it was almost 50% from the corners.
Yeah, which is
in Brooklyn.
I don't know why he's regressed and regressed past below what his normal average is here. I thought he wouldn't be in the 40s, but I thought
high 30s.
We could at least get career average Yuta, and it's just been less than optimal.
Well,
but that's been the case with a lot of these guys.
At first you think, it's because, when they got him, they planned on having so much spacing with the big three, but a shooter is a shooter. And you even see it with guys like Eric Gordon, where there have been other injuries on the Suns. They haven't had their big three. They haven't had the normal spacing, and he's still been able to hit shots. And so confidence, not there with Yuta. The shot, not there, and his defense isn't there either. It's not a surprise that he's fallen out of the rotation, but it's disappointing. I was really high on him this summer. I was really excited to see what he could do, and he just hasn't been it.
No, there's a few guys on the court right now like that. You've got
KBD, I thought could have been starter.
I think a lot of us felt that he had a lot of potential with this group, and he just has not proven to be that guy. Cameron saying this bench unit is so trash. I mean, I will give. I don't want to make excuses, but I will give these guys a little bit of leeway because we have not had any consistency in what these guys' roles are. And for bench guys, that can be difficult, but you got to be ready to play at any point.
I think if you're coming to play for the Phoenix Suns with Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker, and everybody knows that somebody's going to get injured at some point, you should understand your role is going to fluctuate. I had to be a conversation when they signed these guys.
Well, and that you're going to have opportunities and you got to be ready all the time.
Right.
And I don't feel like that's been the case. Kev saying Yuta looks like he's playing nervously, and I think that's a fair. I think that's a fair assessment.
Well, it's tough because, like you said, there hasn't been a lot of consistency with the rotations, even when they've been healthy. Like Frank's still been messing around, and he even admitted it like a week ago that he was starting to maybe finalize his rotations. And it's hard. You can't get in a rhythm. You're a shooter. You're not getting the spacing that you want, but. Maybe I expected more out of him and I shouldn't have because he's a minimum player, but it's just he hasn't given it enough. But Grayson Allen,
another three from Grayson Allen tonight. Hell of a performance so far. He's got 12 points, 4 of 8 shooting right now. Overall, Grayson is aggressive, like Saul was saying, and I like that. Aggressive Grayson is a good Grayson.
Well, he's a good example of your role might fluctuate when you have the big three or when you don't have the big three. But when your time is called upon, please.
Oh, the head fake and then the make. He has 15 points now to match Kevin Love's game high. He's 5 of 8 from deep.
Is Duncan Robinson going to join the party?
Nope.
Like with Grayson, you've seen he's deferred at some times when there's been other people on the court that maybe should be taking the shot over him. But when it's his time, he goes for it. And that's not something you see from a lot of the other role players. KBD with a steal though. Oh, he's taking that all the way. Yuta with a tip in.
He misses it, but Yuta gets the tip in, being right there. Is this the first time we've seen Yuta without the headband?
Yeah, I was about to say, he looks different. I couldn't tell if he got a haircut or not.
I think it's partially the headband.
Did Book steal his headband?
Oh, God. Timeout here, 7:25 to go. Suns leading 43-41 about midway through the second quarter. So let's take a look at what everybody in the chat is talking about. Prince of Troy wants to know, does anyone play D?
Nope.
No. Ryan H. says, Grayson is a professional. He's ready for the ball. A lot of people going crazy over Grayson's performance so far with, as we said, I believe it's 18 points now. 18 points, 6 threes, 6 of 9 from deep. He has 6 of the Suns' 9 3-pointers in this game. Beal and Book combined for the other 3. And Grayson has been a surprise in a lot of ways. And people say, well, you didn't watch him with the Bucks. It's I feel like it's different here because there have been games where he's had to help take over the offense, right?
That Chicago game where he went off?
This one, his defense, I'm not going to say he's an unbelievable defender, but he works his ass off, and that's 2/3 of defense at any level of basketball is working hard and hustling. Like, it's not all skill. Defense is effort in a lot of ways, and he puts it forth.
Especially in the NBA, like, there are some times where you can't get a stop on somebody. The other player is just so offensively talented. Maybe they're a couple inches taller than you, but the only way to even try is to try. And I feel like him and Nurkic, I think Nurkic has been really underrated in that aspect this year. I had way lower expectations for them defensively, and I think they've exceeded that. And I mean, Grayson's one of the few guys that I can say every single time that I watch a game, I can count on him to be actively engaged defensively. And that's a really big frustration, like with the Kevin Love threes. And everybody's like, why does one player always go off against the Suns? Why do they always rain threes? I don't know if it's part of Frank's game plan and he's still trying to get guys to funnel down to the center like he has Roy Hibbert, but it's mainly because they're not putting in that same amount of effort.
Well, their defensive rotations have been sloppy at times, and that is an effort thing. And it's a knowing where you're supposed to be and where your teammates are going to be. And I think they struggle at it. I'm surprised that Nurk is off to such a slow start. Has only played 9 minutes, has only 1 foul, but has 2 points, 2 rebounds, and that's it tonight. No
is it
assists.
Just me, or has his minutes just been kind of getting lower and lower? Like ever since he got back from, mourning the death of his uncle, like I haven't seen him as much. What just happened? He's get a foul?
As I say that, he gives
a big
second foul. He just runs through a guy on defense. Okay. There's a guy behind the basket.
Okay.
When you watch on this end that the Heat are going to, Saul swears he looks like William Shatner.
Like William Shatner. Okay, I gotta pay more attention.
He is, in a quick glance, he is, but he's always under the basket on the left side of it.
Oh, he's like season ticket there.
Yeah,
every
he's
game?
Season ticket baseline court side every time. But
that's the type of sicko analysis you're not getting anywhere but PHNX.
No, I mean,
like the guys who are there courtside season pass.
You're getting William
tickets.
Shatner look like cereal talk. What
else? A little Grayson Allen sprinkled
Grayson
in there
Allen
as well.
talk. Why not? Grayson bringing the ball up.
He's
in this,
doing everything and almost turning the ball over.
Right now, you got Beal, Grayson, Nurk, Watanabe, and KBD on the court. Another 3-pointer
My God.
from Grayson Allen. Suns have 46 on the night. Grayson Allen, 21 of them. He has 21 of their 46 points. All of his points coming from deep tonight.
I'm shocked, even though he's done similar things with the amount of shooting before, but I mean, they need him. Like, they've needed every single point. Bam misses a step back. KBD with the rebound. And they're walking the ball up the court again. I feel like with a team against the Heat where they run so much zone and they're so disciplined defensively, you kind of want to put them on their heels more often. And I haven't seen them do that a lot. Nurk with a contested corner 3? I don't need that in my life.
I don't need to see Nurk 3s.
No, I don't need that in my life.
I love that he's willing to, but I don't need to see Nurk 3s.
Push the pace.
By the way, we're halfway through the second quarter. Suns lead 46-43. Grayson Allen with 7 3-pointers. He's halfway to Klay Thompson's single game record in a quarter and a half.
And that's why Klay Thompson's in the All-Star game. Because of something that happened 5 years ago.
I want Grayson Allen in the three-point contest.
If he's not, I feel like the NBA is not paying attention, which
means he's not going to be in the three-point contest.
That's fair.
The NBA has a history of getting All-Star Saturday wrong.
That is true.
I mean,
is he the only non Kevin Durant, Devin Booker that could be involved in anything? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Beal's not going to get in anything.
No. No, unless they ask Beal if he wants to be in the skills competition. But
If they choose bigs for the skills competition again, it'd be fun to see Nurk.
Yeah, you could put Nurk in there. I'm kind of over the skills competition in general.
I want them to bring back the shooting stars where they have like the legend, the pro, the WNBA player.
star.
I actually really like that.
Those were fun. I think our friend Eddie Johnson was in one of those with was it Diana Taurasi and Steve Nash, maybe?
I forget if he was in one. The one
Sean
that
Marion
sticks in my head, I think it was like there was a group of 3 that had like a dynasty. I think Chris Bosh was a part of it as well. And they were hitting like half-court shots like crazy. I forget what that was, but I liked that. I hope they do something a little different with All-Star Weekend this year. I guess I don't know exactly what it is. Like, the dunk contest has grown stale for me again. Like, the three-point contest, if there's not a Suns player in it, like, I like watching it because I enjoy watching good shooters, but I just, like, I want them to maybe move the line back for the three-point contest because, like, just make it, like, a little bit harder, like a deeper three, like a 25, 26-footer.
I don't mind the three-point contest. It's the one that still keeps me interested.
That's
but
fair.
The other competitions, not so great. By the way, the Suns group that won the Shooting Stars Challenge, it was the second Shooting Stars Challenge, 2005 in Denver. Dan Marley, Sean Marion, Diana Taurasi was the lineup.
That's a fire lineup.
It is. Bill Laimbeer and Detroit lineups have won it a couple times when you're looking at this. Just looking at this quick.
Wasn't there one with Chris Bosh? I feel like Chris Bosh put together at least a win 3 times.
Won it 3 times.
That's what I was thinking of.
But it wasn't done in the way you talked about it. It wasn't city specific. They were just teams. And it was Team Bosh. Bosh, Dominique Wilkins, and Swin Cash won 3 of them. I bet you didn't expect NBA All-Star Saturday Shooting Stars competition talk tonight.
Serial talk and Shooting Stars. That's why they're here. And I'll bring up something else obscure. I need them to bring back Horse.
That was a one-time here in Phoenix.
They did it one time with Rondo. It wasn't Stojakovic, was it? Who was it? Who was the other guy?
Was it Omri? Was it Manu?
No, was it Omri Caspi? It might have been Omri Caspi, Kevin Durant, Rajon Rondo. And then do you remember they did it or something similar during the pandemic where they had like people in their gyms.
Homes, yeah. So there have been horse competitions on 4 occasions. I was wrong. They did it 4 different times.
The Rondo one's the one I remember.
The Westfall won it, which is a Phoenix.
When did that happen?
77, 78.
Okay, I was like, I have not seen that.
09, which was the first year, Kevin Durant. 09-10, Kevin Durant. And then I believe this one in 2020 that Mike Conley won was the pandemic competition. He won it. So
like Zach LaVine was in that. Like, yeah, I remember that.
It was Billups, Tamika Catching, Mike Conley, Zach LaVine, Chris Paul Pierce, Allie Quigley, and Trae Young.
I mean, look, I would love to see some of the guys. Like, one of my favorite, like, off All-Star, Nurkic with a little hook moments was when LeBron and Dwight Howard in like the late 2000s were doing the weird like hook shot pregame. Do you remember that? And they were like trying to match it. Like, I'm trying to see some of these guys like Wembanyama like shoot from the other side of the backboard, or I don't know. I just feel like that's a fun element that I think guys would get behind because their competitive juices would come out.
I want All-Star Weekend 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Or 2-on-2. Give me NBA Jam style. I need something different than what we've been working with. I don't care if you replace the actual All-Star game with a round
what about
robin
like a 3-on-3 tournament where like all the All-Stars they still draft teams, but there's individual captains. It's 3-on-3. Yeah. Or instead of calling fouls or call your own fouls in the All-Star game, you can call somebody out to a 1-on-1 and be like, "Oh, you fouled me. Everybody get off the court."
That's the way they do it in slam ball. You go 1-on-1,
jump up and get it. Yeah,
anything to make it more interesting. I would love that. We're going to talk more about the All-Star game and the Devin Booker voting, fiasco, if you want to, in the post-game show. So stick around here on our YouTube page. About 10 minutes after the game, we will be going live. Lindsey Smith, myself, Saul Bookman breaking down everything that happened in this game, if I can actually remember from
about to say your brain's going to be full of serial talk and shooting stars.
We'll be like, I can tell you everybody that played horse and was in the Shooting Stars competition.
Well, here's all you need to know. Grayson Allen. That's
Well,
that's all you really need
right
to know
now,
today.
yeah, that is all I need to know. By the way, who wins an old man strength off between Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon?
Oh, I feel like they're built very differently. Kyle Lowry's strength all comes from the lower half. Eric Gordon, I feel like, comes from the upper half. That's an interesting. I want to see that one-on-one.
That one-on-one matchup?
Yeah.
Give me that. Bol versus Wemby. I can give you a whole one-on-one matchup.
Would be great. I would love to build like a one-on-one matchup, like dream matchup bracket.
I think we've figured out a segment on the show.
Pump fake. Chimezi, whenever he passes the ball, it's like 50% of the time a turnover.
Why? I want to see. They keep cutting towards the basket, and Kevin Love is the guy there, not Bam. And they're deferring.
Not going to the rim.
I want to go straight at Kevin Love.
It seems like they're trying to find Grayson, which is great, but like, don't force it. Book, wide open, bang, easy money.
Pretty out of bounds play. 52-50. Suns with 3:40 to go here in the first half.
They should keep that vote all-star graphic up the entire game.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to help.
Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes, man.
Book directing traffic.
Kogi.
I'm surprised that Kogi's back getting minutes.
And I know with Nas out, I'm not as surprised.
Gerald would smack me upside the head if I said that.
Grayson
going to the hole.
Only one. Book is playing fine.
23 points for him. Yeah, Book's 5 of 7, 12 points.
But like those numbers should be reversed.
Bradley Beal 4 of 8, 9 points. But yeah, I mean,
Suns 8 of 12, 23 points.
Suns are shooting 51% from the field, 50% from deep. They're 10 of 20.
I mean, they can win this game. And like at this point, I'm taking any win that I can get. But I like it. He's attacking Kevin Love. Bam is, yes, in the paint, but still occupied with Nurkic. And Grayson's getting to the rim because he's realizing somebody has to be aggressive. If we want to keep passing out to shoot threes, we also need to get to the paint.
Well, I mentioned this to Saul, but Miami's not that great around the basket. They're giving up one of the highest percentages of makes around the basket of anyone in the league. So it's not surprising to me that they can score if they're aggressive here. They just haven't been. I mean, granted, when you're shooting over 50% from three, I get it.
But that's the best time to be aggressive because then you keep them off your toes and then you come into the second half and they don't know whether you're going to be driving to the paint all the time or continuing your hot shooting from three.
I mean, to be fair, they have penetrated. They've kicked a lot and they've missed some easy ones. Drew Eubanks missed some point-blank shots in this game as well. But look, the encouraging thing is limited shots for Beal and Book, and you're still leading by 2 here at almost halftime. So
I don't know. If I see a Tyler Hero, Kevin Love defense and pick and roll, and I'm Bradley Beal getting a screen from Yusuf Nurkic, I am head down, which is what Beal does, head down going straight to the rim. Because if Bam has to rotate, then you've got somebody wide open for 3, but Beal just passed it off and didn't attack Tyler Hero, which I'm not a fan of. Because Book's got Jaime on him, and that's a tough defensive matchup. That's a big dude. There we go, Book.
There.
Oh,
they
what?
called the foul on him?
On who? On Book?
On Book.
He didn't even touch him. He touched the ball.
You know what, though? We haven't seen Book do the review this.
Yeah, review. Let's see.
Nah, he touches the ball first, but he does make contact with Kevin Love. I don't know. That's tough.
I mean, obviously, I don't think I would have called that either way. I think that's just to play it out. But yeah, it is what it is. Still a 2-point lead, 2:33 left in the second. Kevin Love, the cool dad at the line.
Well, we said in pregame this is a fairly evenly matched up group. The Heat 13th in net rating. Suns are 14th coming into this game. So
both teams dealing with a good amount of injuries too.
Yep. Yeah, you got Jimmy Butler out and obviously Kevin Durant out as well. Caleb Martin for the Heat and Eric Gordon also for the Suns. Surprising, Suns have been to the free throw line twice. The Miami Heat there 14 times. There's a turnover. Suns have been okay at eliminating the turnovers tonight. We thought that would be a big thing. That's 4 of them to the Heat's 5 so far.
They had a bad one early, too. There's a lob. I'm
Easy
surprised they
lob
haven't
to
been doing
Bam.
that more often.
I mean,
Because Bam's the type of center that Nurk's going to struggle against.
I mean, they got the opportunities in the post early in this game and capitalized on him. Hawkeyes with a lot of those early on. But here we go, Book getting into the lane
There we
with
go,
the shot
Book.
and making it. I want to see that. Like, be aggressive like that. And I
Another
think,
lob? Good D.
Good D. Was that Bradley Beal?
Yeah, that was
on
Beal.
Hawkeyes?
I've liked his defense. I didn't have high expectations for him, but he's been active, especially after calling himself out. Attack Tyler Hero. Thank you.
Another in the lane.
Even
Bradley
if you miss,
Beal
I don't
missed it.
care. There you go.
Great-
Offensive board.
Great board by Beal for the putback. 58-55. Suns with about a minute 20 to go here in the half. Suns and Heat shooting almost identical right now. Suns 51%, Heat 50. Heat 46% from deep. The Suns 50% from deep. This is
It's a
an
good
all-around
game.
close game. Midi from Book.
There we go.
He
Wake up,
hits it.
Book. Wake
And
up, Book.
Well, look, if you're
I
going to get
love
the
that.
mid-range, you're going to get around the basket. And then, again, to your point, they can't ignore that, so you're going to give even more space for the Grayson Allens of the world to keep the hot shooting from deep. Lineup right now of Okogie, Book, Nurk, Metu, and Beal are giving Grayson the star a little bit of a breather.
I think he's
for a
actually about
second.
to. I think him and Bull are at the table.
Are they?
Somebody in the Bowl are at the table. That might be.
That's Eubanks, isn't it? Or is it?
Oh, it might have been Yuta.
I
No, I don't know. It's not Yuta. I can't tell. It went by. I think it's Grayson. I saw Eubanks on the bench. Only 30 seconds left, up 5. I mean, look, Grayson Allen. I don't think you can expect him to replicate his first half performance. So if Book
Yes,
and Beal
I can.
I mean, you can. I guess I can't
want
tell
those
you what
14
to do.
threes.
I can't
damn
tell
it.
you what to do. But if Book and Beal can wake up a little bit. I mean, Book's had a good game, but like go off. Then they'll be able to have this game not easily, but Miami doesn't really have somebody in that same category that can catch fire like that. I mean, they're a good team. They're just a different team. But Bull, that's right. Secret weapon. It's about to be a 20-point lead before half.
Yeah, which would be impressive. If there's only 30 seconds.
Bull, the 15-point
you were correct.
shot.
That was Grayson Allen in a Beal
Yeah,
from
that was-
mid-range, and there
these-
we go.
Out of bounds plays have been really nice today.
Yeah,
They've gotten
they've
a
been
couple
effective.
open shots.
But that's the way it should be. You should
It's
be.
true.
That should be the easiest time to score is out of bounds play, and they've been effective tonight.
All right.
Last about 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here is Lowry going at one-on-one against Book. Oh, Bull switches over to him. And Lowry.
There we go.
Bull with the block.
Shoot that,
2
Book.
seconds. Book
Shoot
pulls
that.
from the logo. And he missed it.
Ooh.
And
That's
we
a
are at halftime, 62-55. We are going to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We got some of the best of the PHNX content, some things you may not have seen if you haven't seen some of our supplementary content. So stick around. All 100 of you watching live, we will be back after the half and continue our watch along right here on PHNX Sports. Again, 62-55, Phoenix Suns leading behind a blistering first half performance for Grayson Allen with 7 threes. I promised to eat a shoe if KD wound up here before the trade deadline, and I am a man of my word, sort of. Ready? You get enough? We need to do one of these so you can get the whole thing. Beautiful. Look at that.
Let's see a nice slice,
Let's cut that in. 100% pure Nike. Here we go. Chewy. That's good shoe. KD.
Toes out. Toes out. Yeah.
Are we charging for this speed contest?
Are you gonna be doing this the whole time?
Me?
Yeah.
On my phone?
No, you're just gonna be tweeting the whole time?
No.
Or threading, rather?
Threading. Stitching.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Mom! Mom! Dad!
What'd you get?
Got a Long John and a Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese croissant.
We're about 30 minutes out. How's your experience been so far?
It's been good. This trip has flown by. Had a bomb breakfast sandwich. Got some feet pics in there. We're doing great.
How's it sitting next to me? We have a barrier
Fantastic.
between us.
We have played nothing but games the whole way up. It's really helped.
I've forced you to participate.
You did a little bit. A little bit.
That's okay though.
It's like taking care of a child, the one that you enjoy hanging out with.
Yeah. Saul, Aspo,
Yes.
how are we feeling?
Unlike Isaiah Todd, I made it to Vegas.
Oh, God.
damn.
Already?
Jesus, guy.
Quick stop at the room. My goodness. Unbelievably nice. Now you go see Victor Wembanyama play basketball. You look great back there.
Yeah, put the biggest guy in the middle. It's always a good strategy.
New teammates. Alright, we just saw Wemby play. Are you impressed?
It was a rough debut from him. I saw a couple of things. That crossover and dish he had were nice, but we're going to
got
want to
dunked
see
on.
more. He did get dunked on. He got dunked on really
And
bad.
Shane, roll the clip of him getting dunked on. Hey Gerald, you know what we should do?
What should we do?
We should scoot. What are you getting?
Oh, chicken parmesan. It's gonna be incredible. I can't wait.
After Labor Day. Yeah.
Because I know
that?
Matt is going to be phenomenal.
How was your food?
Can't film. It was okay. It was pretty good.
It was okay?
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Comments. It was okay.
Oh, my bad. My bad. That's
right.
it.
Hey!
Holy shit. What'd you get in there?
This is our food for the week.
Are there any cannolis in there?
They're all in my tummy.
Alright, back from dinner. It's midnight. It's exactly midnight. Time to gamble. We're in Vegas. See you tomorrow.
What are you guys doing here so early?
Just sitting here waiting for Katie's son's debut.
Well, all right then.
Like it?
Yeah.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whose dad is that?
You're all set there. Vlog.
Help.
Show number 1. Help.
Just a couple technical difficulties.
Only a few, but we got it all figured out. Ready to go. We'll be live in 6 minutes.
Did you have fun at NBA Con, Gerald?
I did.
Yeah?
I did have fun.
What was your favorite part?
The lines.
Those were good.
Those were fun.
Well, we just did our 5th interview of the day.
Yeah, we did.
How are you feeling? Tired?
I'm tired. My legs hurt. I need water. This is so much fun, though.
Do we know where this elevator goes?
We have no idea where this elevator goes.
Let's find out. Gerald, we found the mother load. Tough one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna lose some sleep over that for about the first 2 seconds, and then I'm on to the next one.
What do
So,
you think of Tumani?
dude, Tumani was awesome. He was awesome. You know, there's some things he's got to work on. His handle's a little sloppy. He kind of fell apart on the 3-point shot towards the end. Looked like he got a little fatigued, but overall, that was a strong debut.
Gerald, I just, tough loss out there today. I just want to know what kind of happened in that second half when they went on that huge run.
I mean, they just got out rebounded by a lot, and you know.
By they, do you mean us? You were playing tonight, Gerald.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they out rebounded us.
They out rebounded you.
They out rebounded me specifically. I let Tucko Fall get the best of me, even though he's got 2 feet on me, and I'll be better next time.
Good. I think that's what all the fans wanted to hear.
I want to ask him about last night.
Okay.
Just real quick,
Okay.
it kind of looked like you guys you couldn't hang a little bit. You just kind of disappeared for a second there. Were you getting fatigued? What was the situation there?
You know, we just got pulled into a different situation. We wanted to go to the club of the owner, son of the Houston Rockets, who pulled us in off Fremont, true story. And I just had to chug a couple of Jack and Cokes in there. I think it was just a proving ground. So
Do you think it was the lack of adjustments and lack of experience in that situation that caught you off guard?
I mean, I'm a seasoned pro. I don't know what people say about me online.
Okay, we're done. Gerald's hangry. Gerald just wants his barbecue.
I really do. Tommy want wingy.
Okay, we're back. And now what happens? It's time to gamble, Gerald. Good night, everybody.
I don't gamble. I just drink.
Good night, everybody. Say good night, Gerald.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Gerald.
Tuck them in, Gerald.
Tuck myself in?
Yeah, no, tuck the viewers in. escalator. How you feeling?
I feel fantastic.
Wow. Not good?
3 sheets of ass right now.
Oh, no.
What up?
Max, we are outside of the pool.
Yeah.
And we are gambling on sports.
Yeah.
Does it get much better than this?
Pretty much got everything you want and more.
It's almost a little sad that this is probably the pinnacle of our existence. This is the peak.
Yeah. I mean, it gives you something to live for.
Yeah. Well, after the pinnacle, though, it's just downhill, isn't it?
Yeah, but see, then you come back and then you get another pinnacle.
Oh.
It's multiple pinnacles.
Wow. We're back. No more stock footage.
No more stock
No
footage.
more stock footage.
We are here.
It's real.
We are here.
We are here. We are here, and we are
All
alive.
right.
I'm eating still. So
No,
go
you're
ahead.
fine. You're fine. Hey, I got it. Hey, listen, man. The first half, I thought the Suns did a really good job of at least trying to limit the threes by the Heat. The biggest thing is they let the guys shoot the threes that they felt the most comfortable taking the three. Kevin Love was on a heater, obviously, but he missed his last couple. Grayson Allen, however, is still hot. Give him the ball all day long. Let him cook. I think Grayson, it feels like Grayson got a memo from somebody and said, you got to stop deferring. You got to be the third or fourth guy, especially when we don't have the big three on the court. And man, he is not hesitating, and I love it. So as long as the Suns keep doing what they're doing, defend the three, rebound, and play solid defense and keep hitting shots, like basically threes, they can win this game easily.
We sure Grayson isn't part of the big three?
I mean, he's part of the big four.
The way right now, tonight's game has been unbelievable. 7 first half threes. Fell short of the Suns' record for most 3.5, which is 8. Do you know who holds that record?
Dan Marley.
Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder, for real.
Jay Crowder holds that record of 8 3-pointers and a half.
Who's got the franchise record for most threes in a game?
Is it Channing? I'll look it up, but yeah, I know we were talking about it. He's halfway to Klay Thompson's single game record of 14. So
Isn't that insane? 14 threes in a game.
Well, when you think about it, though, how hot prime Klay could get, I mean, you know, he get 7, 8 of them in a quarter when he would get on a heater. So
Okay, I've got 5 players who have hit 9 3-pointers for the Suns. That's a franchise record. Can you name all 5?
All 5?
All 5.
Probably not, but I'll give it a shot. Let's go. Dan Marley. Is he on the list?
He is not.
He's not on the list.
He is not.
Oh, well
the
then,
earliest player on this is 2004.
Okay, so then Quentin Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Landry Shamet.
Correct.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Aaron Baines.
Correct.
Damn.
Blood on there?
You
Nope.
got a fucking iPad in front of you.
2 more. One from 2011. One in this decade.
Channing Frye.
Channing Frye is
Yeah.
correct. I was just waiting to see if you
And
would
what,
follow
the
up
other
with
one
that.
was what?
From this decade, from the 2020s.
Jay Crowder.
Nope.
Cam Johnson.
Correct.
Wow. Good on you. Look at you.
I looked it up.
This fucking guy.
And what's funny is actually Grayson Allen with 8 is on this list twice already from this season. Jay Crowder with 8. Here's the name that I love. Alec Peters. That game against the Mavericks.
The last game of the season.
Yeah.
Had finished with 36
Wasn't
points
that
or
the-
39 points.
I think it was
the-
36.
Wasn't that the book game winner? Or was
I don't
that-
remember.
or was
I don't know.
that
If,
the-
I don't know if that was the
That was
same. Those were both against the Mavs for sure.
So 9 is the record then.
9's the record, and a ton of dudes have hit 8. That's
So-
a long,
So
fun
Grayson needs 3 in this half to become the single game leader for the Phoenix Suns.
Beal's cooking right now.
Shocks me that nobody's hit 10. Beal now with 13, or no, he had 13 at the half. Beal now has
18.
Let's look it up. 18 points for the Suns here. 16, excuse me. 16, 5 assists, 3 rebounds for Bradley Beal in the game.
Wait, did he have 13 at the half?
Suns lead 69 63.
If he had 13 at the half, then he just had 5 in this. It's 7.
Oh, you're right. It just, sorry, my ESPN had it wrong.
So he has 20 now.
Clicked over to 18 to 20, which means
20 points, 5 assists.
he just hit what I needed him for my bet.
I need 2 more points from him to hit my bet.
I need Devin Booker to get 9 more points. I need the over at 229 and a half.
Man, the Suns came out on fire.
They have stretched the lead to 10. They lead 73-63. And the impressive thing is it's been there hasn't been a 3-pointer in the half yet, right?
Yeah, Bradley Beal hit
Brad
to
hit
start
one.
the half.
Okay. So 1 3-pointer.
Nice. Grayson, pull up.
Suns watch along here. Suns versus Heat, brought to you by our friends over at Michelob Ultra. Check them out. The book with the miss inside. 2.6 carbs, only 95 calories for those of you wondering. So, Suns a blistering 5 of 6
Nice hands,
in this
Shimizu.
half.
Right back to him.
I'll make that 6 of 7 as Chimezi dunks it.
Let's go.
Book with his 6th assist of the game, 18 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. He also has a steal so far.
I mean, the Suns have come out with purpose on the offensive side. Oh, missed Bunny right there. Oh, what a pass. Beal! That's a goaltend. That's a goaltend. Yes, sir.
That should be another foul under
No,
the
they
basket.
just called a goaltend. That's it.
Oh. Bam threw his shoulder into him. I didn't like that, but love Chimezi being aggressive. Like, he's fun to watch when he uses that athleticism.
Man, Suns came out on fire right there. I mean, again, I think they started off the game fairly well. They've definitely started off the second half with a vengeance.
Yeah, they stretched it to a 14-point lead so far.
It's been a very impressive game so far for the Suns overall. Like I've been happy with the shooting. Obviously, the ball movement still leaves a little bit, but I'm starting to see the reason why they're doing what they're doing is I think they just like. I know they like the ISO ball a little bit, and they want to give free lanes to their players. I just wish there was a little bit more movement because I just don't like the standing around. But as long as they're cashing in from 3, who cares? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
That's the key. They don't hit those threes. That ISO ball looks horrible.
Yeah.
They hit those threes. It looks beautiful.
Well, I mean, without Grayson Allen today, things obviously a bit different, even from the 3-point range. But a big shout out to Chimezi Metu. He's had 0 points in the first half, already has 6, 3 of 3 points already, or 3 of 3 from the field, 6 points already to start this third quarter. Big reason why they're out to that lead. He also had that steal, but they're running.
Yeah.
And you brought that up in that first half that they need to pick up the pace because that's where they've been some of their best this year.
You got to run. You got to run. This team has got to run. They got to give themselves as many open opportunities as possible.
So
it gives them time to figure out their offense a little bit more and build that chemistry is what it does. So you prevent yourself from losing these games that you probably should win. You give yourself a little bit more opportunities to score on the fast break and build some confidence. And it gives you a little bit more time to kind of stall and figure out how your offense is supposed to be running at its peak efficiency. And when you just slow it down every single time, you're basically only working on your half-court game, and guys start to lose confidence when shots don't drop. So you got to get out and run to build up this entire offensive unit.
Suns are 7 of 8 for the quarter to start. Chemezi Metu and Bradley Beal, 6 of 6. They've been leading the way here. Chemezi, as we mentioned, with 6 points, but Bradley Beal now has 20 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds so far in the game, shooting 9 of 14. Suns have been off to a blistering pace, 58% from the field, 50% from the three-point line. Suns up 77-63. Chemezi Metu at the line here. All right. So they call goaltending and the foul?
And the foul, yeah.
So, so it gets the one free throw.
We're watching this with the sound off, obviously, so we're not – I didn't see the ref, put the hand up for the foul, so.
Good rotation on the defense there.
Jaime Jaquez has not played like he had been in this game. He's got a couple wide open buckets, but outside of that, he's been pretty quiet.
Brad's been getting into the paint pretty easily on these drives. I'm glad to see that because I think it's going to be a very big part of the success for his game, both in passing the ball, but also
Grayson Allen. Hey, that's a nice little out of bounds play.
So it's an 11-0 run for the Suns. It's also the third or fourth time out of a timeout and out of bounds play that they have been on point tonight. Just crisp, easy looks are getting out of those plays.
That was a nice looking slob right there.
Oh, wide open
sideline out of bounds. Okay, just making sure you knew that.
Did you see John Hollinger? This is different now in retrospect, but when he called Josh Giddey the slob wizard.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Different now in retrospect, but
better kind of abbreviation, slob or Sega Baba?
Well, slob is an actual abbreviation. Sega Baba is just a combination of letters.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't really stand for anything, each letter. Sega Baba.
It's more fun to say Sega Baba, though.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Sega Babas, the Suns have a lot of them this month. Sunday, Monday games on the regular in January. 80-63 lead here, 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Yeah, they've had a few of them tonight.
Well, this one is just they're walking the ball up and they get a fucking 8-second violation.
Luckily, they've limited them. They've only had 5 tonight. Heat have had 7. So, I mean, where we've seen this team on any given night, having 18, even 20 some nights, at least 5 is in the realm of being all right. I think they're averaging a little over 14 per game this season, so below their pace so far.
That's good closeout defense.
Yeah. Not much you can do when a guy hits that over your stretched arm there. 80-65, Suns still leading by 15 midway here through the third quarter. I do like that it's been kind of balanced between, here's another Grayson 3, and he hits it wide open from the corner.
That's 8.
He is 8. He is 1 away from tying the single season or single game record for three-pointers in Suns history. He has now had, I believe that's his third 8 three-pointer game this season. Grayson's been 28 points tonight. He's 10 of 15 from the floor, 8 of 11 from 3 right now.
How are you leaving that guy with that wide open?
I don't, but it's nice to see it happen for the Suns for once, because we've been saying that all year when it comes to the opponent. How are the Suns leaving that guy that wide open? So it's nice that it's happening in the Suns' favor finally. Heat, who have come in as one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league, getting outshot from deep 52 to 34.8 tonight so far in this game.
Kick it out. Damn it, Nurk, you ball hog.
You just want that Grayson to break the record. Oh, come on. Grab the board.
I don't remember if I had NERC PRA or if I had NERC points.
You had 10.5 points, 20 PRA.
Okay.
So he has 4 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists.
Okay, so I need some points here from NERC.
Suns up 83-67 after that Bam make there. Devin Booker with 8 assists, 5 rebounds to go along with his 18 points tonight. Him and Beal have distributed well. Book with 8 assists, Beal with 6 of them. Suns have 22 overall, 2 more than the Heat have tonight. You got to cue Grayson up for a few more in this quarter, right? Because you push this lead in the fourth, he's not going to get the opportunity.
No, he'll get his. Just like
pull.
that. That's a travel. I'm surprised they didn't call that.
I usually would credit a guy for the aggressiveness, but I just want him to pull. He should have just pulled.
Right now. God damn it, Devin. He's wide open in the corner. Jesus.
As we talk about the turnovers, they go from 5 to 9 extremely quick here in the third quarter.
I'm just saying, it's just like play smart basketball. That's it. He's wide open in the corner. He's hit 8 threes out of 11. Why would you pass him up? Chris Paul would never.
Suns lead shrinks to 83-67 with 3 minutes 42 seconds to go. Vogel with the timeout. Are you a fan of coaches taking timeouts to stop runs? I mentioned I was reading that
because that shit didn't work out for Monty when he didn't.
Yeah, I'm reading that book like I told you that Phil Jackson wrote the last season about his final season with the Lakers. Well, the final run with Shaq and Kobe, and he was talking about how he didn't like to take timeouts when a team took a run because he wanted his team to learn the lesson of being embarrassed, that he was not going to bail them out at any point. He said he'd do it in the regular season. Obviously, towards the end of the season, playoffs, it was a different story, but he liked his team to learn lessons like that.
I mean, it's really cute, but, he had like 4 of the greatest players of all time playing for those 2 teams.
Well, yeah, it's a lot easier to have your guys learn
Jordan
lessons.
Jordan and Pippen and Kobe and Shaq. The lessons learned are a little bit, superficial there.
I haven't looked at the chat. Let's take a look at what the chat is talking
I need to go
about.
get my phone. It's plugged in over there. It's on my desk.
So Jacob in the chat says, career high is 40 for Grayson. Can he break it? You think he will?
Was he got 27 right now?
He's sitting at 28 right now, I believe. Yeah, 20.
Not if he keeps getting looked off like that.
12 points is what he needs. I mean, hell, if they don't stretch this and he stays in this game well into the fourth, yeah, I think that's in danger of breaking his career high here. I'm down for watching him pull that off, especially if those 12 points come on 4 more 3-pointers.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd love that for sure.
I'm sorry, I just saw that you wanted a drink.
Yeah,
you have one in the fridge, right?
It's not mine.
Whose is it?
It's Flex's.
Is it really?
I thought the same thing. It's Flex's.
Just take it.
Well, it's
open.
It's open. That's why.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right, never mind.
Not taking the open drink that somebody else is. Albert says, "Hey y'all, just got home from ASU wrestling, and things seem to be going well here." Yes, they are.
Not too bad. Except for when Grayson Allen gets looked off.
Cole says, "Book ain't a point guard." I don't know. I mean, I know he has some sloppy turnovers at times, but he has 8 assists to 2 turnovers, 4-to-1 turnover to assist to turnover ratio right now. It's not awful in this game.
Not terrible, but there's some missed opportunities.
Book, Eubanks, Kogi, and Grayson Allen and Bull on the court.
Grayson even hit that.
Grayson being aggressive. I mean, he's using the fact that he's made those 3-pointers to pump fake guys and get in the lane here. Drew the foul there. Are you surprised Eubanks is getting as many minutes as he has tonight?
I think they want to see what they're going to have in them.
Yeah. Well, if tonight's any indication, not much. Come on, you got Grayson. Pull. Grayson from deep. Oh, in and out.
Damn it. What
God,
is Book doing?
I thought he was going to drill that.
Double stagger screen. Book. Bro, that's not the easy pass. And also, okay, we talk about playing with purpose, right? What are you accomplishing by trying to fit that ball in that tight space to Josh Okogie in the corner? What are you trying to get out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing good that's going to come out of that.
Well, the easy pass is the guy that has 28 points tonight. Like, why not go the easy read there? Bull had the open corner three. Oh,
nice little pull-up jumper.
I like it.
Get up, Bradley. Let's go. Get back on D. Stop looking at the fucking ref.
Bull stopped to lift Bradley Beal up.
Traveling. Duncan Robinson. You can't do that, you dum-dum.
Grayson Allen out of the game now for the final 2:47 here. Suns up 85-69 here. I thought Bull should have taken that three. He had the look, but I don't mind him driving in and taking that shot. You surprised you haven't seen Miami do the good. They called the foul on it. You surprised Miami hasn't run the tougher double team at Book tonight? It's kind of been the passive show double team, but not really hit him as hard as he's had it the last few nights.
I think things changed when Grayson Allen started shooting like this.
Probably.
So it's kind of hard to double when you have a guy that's hot like that and to leave him open. And then if you don't take him, Bradley Beal's also been cooking as well. So you're kind of screwed. And again, this is what people talk about when they talk about, if the big three are ever on the court, because, you know, KD would be Grayson in some of these instances. KD would be Bradley Beal in some of these instances. So it is fun. It is fun. And you can execute at a high level and win games going away if you play smart basketball.
Kevin Love has been all over the play, all over the floor tonight for an older guy. He's 8 of 6. He has 18, 6 of 8. He has 18 points tonight.
Oh.
Okay, that was the full bowler coaster there.
Did he get hurt?
I hope not. I hope that's just a little hitch in the giddy up there. Watch this. Spin move, driving the lane, fall down,
no, he did
and
twist
throw
his
it.
ankle.
Is that what he came down
right
funny
foot.
on it? Ooh. Yeah, he did twist it. Was that a foul or was that him tripping from hitting that ankle? Hopefully nothing serious. He's at the
come
line.
on, Bull. Shake it off. Shake it off, man.
89-71 Suns. That was the full bowl experience on that play. And he misses the free throw.
He's limping.
Yeah. They're probably going to have to. Yeah, he didn't even go for that ball. They call a foul on that or a jump?
Yeah, they called a foul.
Jeez.
Yeah, Kogie's saying that's a jump ball.
Yeah.
That is a jump
that's
ball.
All ball. Did you see Bull cringe when he tried to jump there?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It didn't look ideal. He kind of had that look of pain on his face when he was going to try to go up there.
Oh, it looks like he's coming out. Yeah. If he didn't already come out.
Yep, they pulled him KBD in to the game.
That's too bad, man. I hope it's not something that lingers a long time. It didn't look like a great twist of the ankle.
Again, I know luck and all that isn't something a lot of people believe in, but man, they have just had some difficult situations with injuries this year. I mean, if I know Bull isn't.
Here's your double.
There's the tough
Here's
double.
your double. You notice who's out of the game right now.
Well, look at the shooting. I mean, it's basically Beal and Book are the only true offensive guys out there. So you were exactly right. Grayson not out there, and they bring the hard double.
Because what happened is Beal shot down low. They trapped high, and so he wasn't in a position to bail out, and he certainly wasn't in a position to get the bailout earlier when Book recognized the double was coming. So he was kind of stuck in no man's land.
Hey, if you're watching along with us tonight, hit that like button and subscribe if you aren't already. Turn on notifications so you know when we go live. And if you're having some fun, we also have an audio version of the PHNX Suns podcast. You can check that out as well.
Not the watch alongs, though. We don't ever do that.
Who would listen to 2.5 hours of us just randomly talking while the game's going on?
I don't know. Maybe people thought that because you were doing play-by-play. Maybe they thought you were going to upload it on
You want
audio.
me to do actual play-by-play?
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying is like if at times it's felt like you've been doing play-by-play. So I'm like, I wonder if people think that this will be on audio as well.
I just want people to know that they're lined up with us on watching this. Better gray hairstyle, Kevin Love or Grayson Allen?
I'm going to say Saul Bookman.
I mean, I didn't give you the option to go with yourself. But all
No,
right.
it's Kevin because Grayson doesn't have enough yet.
He's
got that one little patch, and he's starting to gray a little bit on the sides. But Kevin Love's got that classic, weathered look.
If I'm just for men, I'm reaching out.
Yeah,
I'm saying you want in on this.
I've thought about doing that stuff, and I can't get myself to do it. I really can't.
I feel like you have to commit to it early because, okay, we all know your beard's gray. Kevin Love's hair is gray. You show up like with a jet black beard, or Kevin Love shows up with jet black hair. You look like Carlos freaking Boozer. Remember that? Where you just put shoe polish basically. It's just not a good look. I guess we're not getting Just for Men as a sponsor now.
I mean, I just said I don't know if I want to do that. Bradley Beal. I know that's
a Kogi. Just about to say, I don't like seeing Bradley Beal fall on the floor like that.
You know what's going on right now? The Suns are having fun out there.
They are. And they're up, which is nice. What is that, 17-point lead for them right now?
Yeah. I'll take it. Well, I'll tell you what, man, I was wrong on this one.
I was too.
I thought this was going to be a tough game for the Suns, but listen, you got to give them credit, man. Everybody keeps talking about this is a gauntlet of a stretch, 5 games and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be tough, but this team is showing you that they're perfectly capable of playing at a high level when they play good basketball. And that's the thing. That's the thing that I've been most frustrated about during this whole run is like at times we have not seen good quality basketball from this team. It's not a matter of who's a better team. It's just control what you can control. And the Suns just hadn't been doing that. They've been turning the ball over at a crazy rate that was just unsustainable. And I just did not like that. But of late, they've really tried to clean it up. And it's nice to watch. It's fun to watch.
But what did we say pregame, right? We said limit turnovers. They only have 7. Don't let Miami shoot the 3 well. Miami's shooting 30.8%.
Yep.
8% lower than they usually do. And the Suns are shooting 46% from deep.
And the Suns are attacking the boards pretty hard right now. Eubanks, you got to give him credit. He's gotten like 4 or 5 offensive rebounds here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, Suns have 33 rebounds to Miami's 32, so they're winning the battle of glass as well. I mean, it's been good. I mean, they've put forth a pretty complete effort tonight so far. Now, I mean, they have a quarter to go. We saw earlier in the year that at times that could be a difficult quarter for them. As of late, they've played better in the fourth, but they've also given up one of the highest shooting percentages in the fourth quarter to teams. They have one of the lowest 3-point shooting percentages in fourth quarter. So
Josh Okogie limping.
Well, this feels comfortable at a 19-point lead. You can't let up if you're this team.
No.
God, you can't have a Kogi and Bull with injuries now too, with everybody you're already missing here. Another rebound for Kevin Love, but he throws it away. KBD at the buzzer, and he misses.
Damn it.
94-75 as we head into the fourth quarter.
I mean, that was a solid third quarter by the Suns. Increased the lead, outscored them by 12 points in that quarter. I mean, you got to be happy with the effort there for sure.
Yeah, they haven't lost a quarter yet in the game. 133-29 in the first, 29-26 in the second, and then, as you said, 32-20 at 12-point outscoring there in the third, and that's how you get a 94-75 lead going into the fourth quarter. Are you surprised Yusuf Nurkic hasn't been overly involved offensively? I know you had a bet on him, but he has 4 points.
Surprised. I would say disappointed because I put money on him today.
Yeah, I thought the center position in general was going to have a bigger impact in this game. Bam has gotten his. I mean, he's shooting 50%, 21 points, but hasn't dominated on the boards. He has 8. Nurk has 7. But yeah, I guess when you're shooting as well as you are from 3, I mean, there's just not as many looks for Nurk down low as you've used him in other games. So I guess it's not that surprising when you think about it. Free throw shooting pretty bad tonight for the Suns, 8 of 12. Only got into the line 12 times. This is the one area that Miami's beating the Suns in. Miami's gotten there 18 times, made 17 of them tonight.
Yeah. Listen, if you're the Suns, the first 5 or 6 minutes, you just try to bury the heat, get the game over with, and then rest your guys and get ready for a back-to-back on Sunday and Monday with 2 teams that are playing pretty good, and the Grizzlies now with Ja back, and then the Clippers on Monday.
Yeah, Clippers in L.A. Then they get a 2-day break.
2-day break, and then they got the Lakers on Thursday.
So no travel in that. They'll be in L.A. for that time. Actually, I don't know if they're going to travel back to Phoenix or stay in L.A. the whole time.
No, they're going to stay in L.A. the whole time. Yeah. Remember, we talked to Cole. And
that's right.
He had talked about how they were probably going to stay there the whole time.
That makes sense. We may have a guest joining us from L.A. next week. Stay tuned. A starter. I'll say that. One of the Sun starters may join us from LA next week on the program. So if you want to see who that is, like and subscribe to the channel while you're here. People complaining more about the commercials. Yeah. I mean, we're there with you. We understand. We watch every single one of these games. Look here, taking a look. Eubanks playing for his life. Jacob says, Azubuike over Drew all day. What the fuck, Frank? I am a little surprised that we haven't seen Azubuike tonight.
Yeah, we haven't seen that very much at all.
No, I don't think he has. I don't think he's been on the court
in the game at all.
Yeah, he hasn't stepped on the court tonight. Neither is Jordan Goodwin or Saban Lee. Actually, you know what? It doesn't look like Azubuike dressed tonight.
Oh,
it's Saban Lee dressed. According to this, I could be wrong, but it does not look like he did. So,
Saban Lee did dress.
Yeah, Saban Lee and Jordan Goodwin, both available but have not played a minute tonight.
Enslow, I'm not missing the smooth voice of Eddie Johnson because I hear it a lot. So you can check out Outside Shots on every Thursday at 8:30 in the morning, where basically we start off the show just giving each other shit, and it's fun. Oh, nice. See, that's the type of shit that won't show up in a stat book. Come on, Bradley. Yeah.
I was hoping that was going to be one where Grayson just stopped at the 3-point line on that break. Ooh. Bam just smacked Grayson in the mouth. Hopefully that makes him angry and he hits 4 or 5 more threes here. Grayson 8 of 12 from deep, and this needs one more to tie the Suns' single game record.
They're trying to close out hard, so Grayson's like, yep, going to start taking it to the rim.
He's still, obviously, when Bam hit him, that hurt because he's still moving his jaw. Grayson has the weirdest beard I've ever seen. It looks like it only grows under the chin. It's very weird. I love a terrible pass. I love that Grayson was trying to argue that he was in the act of shooting. When it was like,
I thought he was. I was like, it's going to the free throw line, right?
hey, Eubanks actually dunked.
Yeah, he dunked earlier in the game.
I know, but we were sold on this is what this guy does, and we've not seen a lot of it. Is KBD your biggest disappointment this season?
He's one of them for sure.
It's between him and Eubanks to me. I know people had a lot of high hopes for Yuta, but we all kind of knew
he was an average defender and a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, and that he was he shot over his well over his average last year. So I don't think, as much as we thought it could be a fun storyline, I don't know that that's as much of a disappointment as KBD. People were saying starter. I mean, we were even discussing it. I'm worried Grayson may have cooled off.
You know, his teammates cooled him off.
Is Monty in the building?
That's what it felt like. All right, let's get Nurkic back in here.
Bam has 4 quick points here in the fourth quarter.
I need 7 Nurk points.
I need 7 book points. Not sure either of us are going to get what we need the rest of the way.
Either.
Oh wow. Goodness. That was ugly. Let's see what the chat's talking about.
Good defense. Oh, my goodness.
Enslow says KBD equals cheeks. Yes, he is.
I mean, he hasn't been bad today. He just hasn't been great.
0 of 4. It has
but you're not looking at the offense for KBD. If you got to rely on KBD for offense, you're already fucked completely. Like you're looking for his defensive play, and I thought defensively he's been solid today.
Yeah, but again, just like Josh Okogie, if you're not hitting wide open looks from 3 too, it limits
your
ability to stay on the court.
But one of those was a fadeaway last second shot at the end of the quarter. You know what I mean? And the other ones were contested. Like he's not getting wide open ones like Josh Okogie was.
2 steals, 2 rebounds. Tonight's been better than what we've seen from him.
But again, with KBD, it's not about stats. It's about defensive presence and how he's defending guys and giving them problems. And that's the thing that he's been struggling with the most, is he wasn't even being able to do that. This game, I think he's shown his defensive presence. The box score might not show it because he's not getting, deflections or steals or anything like that. But he's been in position. He's caused problems. He's been a nuisance. Like, that's what you want him to do. That's what he's getting paid to do.
We can agree to disagree. Tonight he's been all right. Overall, I don't think that he's played well enough to remain in this rotation when you have
I'm
when you're at full
just
strength.
talking about this game for sure. I'm not talking about anything else because this year, yeah, absolutely, he's been he's been pathetic, and now he misses a wide open three, and that's now you got to come through on those kind of things because then you're no different than Josh Okogie. Bam's scoring. Luckily, the Suns are still keeping him at a distance, so it's not really affecting anything. But
yeah, up 20 before he hit that one. They certainly don't feel like they're as crisp as they were in that third quarter. They came out strong to start that third. It's been a little uneven, I'll say, to start the fourth, but they still have outscored Miami in the quarter. So they have extended the lead. Or excuse me, they've only lost 1 point in this quarter so far. So they haven't given up any of this lead.
Oh, Nurk's back in.
So is Book. Let's see which one of us potentially gets what we need.
Come on, Nurk.
Yeah, chat wants to know how the bets are looking.
Not so good.
So
go ahead.
I've got Beal, who's already hit. I need Book to score 7 more, and I need the over at 229.5. So
I need 7 more Nurkic points, and then because he's only got how many points does he have?
He has 4.
Yeah, so I need 7 more Nurkic points, and then I need 6 more Jaime Jaquez points. And
what happens if Devin Booker doesn't take a free throw?
You know
Does
what?
Lindsay win?
We asked that question, and I think she wins.
Okay.
I think it's a fluke, but I think it still counts because he didn't miss a free throw in this game.
Or is it a push because he didn't make and or miss one?
Just stay the same?
Yeah, like is it a
Well, technically, it didn't say he has to make any, right?
That's true. I mean, I guess that's true.
If you don't go to the free throw line, then I guess you're off the hook.
It's weird.
I'll give it to her.
Depends. If Book gets 7 points and they hit the over, I'll give it to her.
All right, Jaime Jaquez. How many is that?
I don't think you could get Jaquez here. I don't think he's got 8 points right now.
Damn, he's got 8?
Yeah. Come on, Book. Give me here's the double team again on Book. He calls a timeout.
No, he's got 10.
Or that must have been his 10th then.
So I need 4 more Jaime Jaquez points, and then I need them to focus on getting the ball to Nurk.
I think we're getting. I guess it's down to 15, so it's a little too close to pull your starters with 7 minutes to go. But I think we're getting into that range where we both might be a little screwed in terms of these guys getting the points they need on it. I don't know. Even the over might be tough for me at this point too. If they downshift here a little bit. Eric, what's the chat up to?
Somebody says Lindsay's probably napping.
Hey, Lindsay, you awake?
We
She
can
said
confirm
no.
she is awake. Girth Jr. says the Suns need to stop playing with the lead now. The Joker says every time I got Nurk for points, he barely does, but when I don't, he goes off.
Yep, same.
Honcho saying, WTF is KBD doing?
I like Midnight Zero. So only Flex wins a bet?
I should have taken Flex advice, LOL.
Flex doesn't even make a bet, and he's going to win tonight.
The default.
He breaks his freaking losing streak on a default bet.
Anthony Moreno also says that Nurk always screws him. Stop betting on him entirely. He does feel very up and down, and recently he's been down.
Ooh, this is a new commercial. Somebody baking cookies. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what this is all
It's
about.
a PayPal commercial. Oh, they're
free ads.
El Valle Suns cookies. Actually, they're kind of cool looking. Little gingerbread men in El Valle.
Can we get a live watch along Cookie Monster?
Oh, me love cookies.
Sorry, Saul.
Me,
Sorry, Saul.
me want cookies. Who can bring Elvi a cookie
Eric,
to
I
studio
swear to
for
God,
me?
if there's one thing that you ever do, it is not fucking that. I promise you.
Okay,
You
I
might think
got
that
you.
shit is funny,
Hey.
but it drives everybody else
No,
insane.
okay, chat. The chat loves it.
I'll
The
put a poll
chat
for the chat.
always goes nuts for it.
I fucking hate it so much.
And that's why I love it so much.
There's not another person on this set that loves it.
I don't do it for you guys. I can give a shit whether you like something or not. I do it for the people. Enslow, pay Eric more.
I like that comment. Although, is he talking about Eric Gordon?
Hold
'Cause
on,
it's
is
the Eric
that
with the
is that your
C.
is that your girlfriend's burner account?
No, she
Is
doesn't
it-
comment on here with the burner account. She comments with her real account.
Enslow is Rudy's girlfriend's burner account.
He has been very nice to me, but you know that it's not her burner account because my name's with a K, not a C. Still love you, Enslow.
No, I'm sorry.
Actually, that could throw you off the set.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Nurk gonna need 5 more points, Nurk.
Girth Jr. Why did Saul get so mad? And then who was it here? Your chat got
Albert says, I don't know about anyone else, but I laugh every time, Espo.
Thank you, Albert. Me like your joy.
And Enslow has renamed me. I am now Eric with a C. But it's okay. He's been nice, so I'll take it.
DL, another one asking if Book doesn't shoot a free throw, does Lindsay win? Yes, we are going to give her the win if Book doesn't shoot a free throw.
And it's a 92% to 8% split in favor of the Cookie Monster.
That's not a split. 92 to 8?
It's 80-20 now.
Okay.
It's going down. Saul has made all of his burner accounts and have gone and voted no on the poll.
Girth Jr. Espo, I love it and wish you did it every show. Uh-oh. Nurk's heading to the tunnel. Is he hurt?
I hope he's not hurt.
He just got in the game. He must be hurt.
Yeah.
We don't have the sound.
Oh, my God.
So that's
it's like 2 steps forward and 3 steps back.
That's like the last thing we need because
my
you have
goodness.
0 depth at center. 0.
Bowl, come on down.
Oh, my God. Book with the step back 3.
did not
I'm
like
not
that. I
getting
did not
my
like that
7
shot.
points.
I did not like that shot.
They're only up 16. They're playing with the food a little
They
bit.
definitely took their foot off the gas.
Which you think this team would know about? Come on. Oh, Grayson with. Oh, right move. Just didn't finish.
Can I distract you guys from the Suns taking their foot off the gas?
Yes.
Sham Sharania quote tweeted his own tweet earlier where said the Kings are serious contenders for Pascal Siakam and now says the Sacramento Kings are deciding to pull out of Pascal Siakam talks. Things can be fluid, but
Glad he
Kings
said
Raptors
talks.
talks are now over.
Good. I don't want the Kings to get better because the Kings are dangerous. You add another piece there, and I don't want the West to get any harder.
Yeah, they need to send him to the Hawks or something.
I wonder how many teams are going to be sellers at this deadline. Because we're 3.5 weeks away from.
Well,
from
you
the
know the
deadline.
Detroit Pistons will be.
What do they have to sell?
Are they mathematically already eliminated from the playoffs?
Yeah, I believe at the 14th straight loss that was the case. So, okay, so if Bul's hurt and Nurk's hurt, your center depth is Eubanks and Azubuike. Nice shot by Book. I need 5 more from Book in the last 454.
I feel like something's going on with Book. Like,
oh, that was a nice move.
Like he looks like, I don't know. Like, it kind of looks like maybe he's not having fun as much. Like it's too much of a chore to try and get everybody on the same page. Maybe
Look,
it's just wearing him down. Maybe
I think it's playing point.
It might be.
I think it's simply.
It might be.
It's such a lift, and it makes it. He's got to work that much harder to get his points too, because now he's got to distribute and decide when to take his own, take over. I think we're coming to what should be the end of that experiment if you can find an option.
You're going to have to,
even as a backup.
I don't even know if there's an option out there to find, though, with what you got. The only, I mean, we've speculated about the potential options, but again, you're really going to need another team to want to just get rid of, a player because for second round draft picks.
So chat coming in clutch says Nurk just got poked in the eye.
Yeah, a contact lens.
Yeah. But now somebody just commented Beal is hurt again. I don't know if they're ahead of us.
No, that's Cameron Stevenson does that all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
He says shit like that all the time.
Troll.
Come on, Cam. Be better.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. I kind of wonder if the answer though is when you have, if you have. I'm not going to say when. If you have the big three, that Beal and KD act as the initiators on offense more than Book, and then you put Book in a role where he can be off the ball and he can be the one that shoots more. I think that's gonna be your recipe for success. Because it does look like it's wearing him down at times. Yeah. He's more than capable of doing it, but I don't know that it's what's best for him.
Book looks like my last year at South Mountain Community College when I just was like, I was just done. Like I was done. Like I felt like I did everything I could to try and help our team win, and I just felt like no matter what, it was such a chore to just play good basketball. And I was just like, now, I'm not saying Book is done by any stretch of the imagination. I just think that it's just not as fun to him right now as it should be. And he's kind of going through it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a very good night. 29
it's not bad.
Assists, 5 rebounds, but I still feel like he's a guy.
You say 29 assists?
20 points, 9 assists, 5
points,
rebounds,
okay.
2 steals as well. Like he's having a good night, but I just don't feel like it's what, to your point, he enjoys doing. And at some point, that's just as important as what you're putting up in the stat sheet, because if it feels like a chore, it becomes more difficult over time.
Nobody said this is going to be his last year at Enslow. Stop.
I mean, it could be his last year at Point. I mean, I would definitely see that.
Better draft one.
Yeah. Lindsay from across the room put in the chat that Beal was limping a little bit. And he is not out there right now.
He's right there. He has the ball.
He's got the ball. I saw a Kogi run, followed him. I was like, that's not Beal. He has the ball. So obviously not too serious if he's still out there. Josh has got to shoot that.
No, he doesn't.
Wide open like that?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's shooting like 10% from 3. No, take it to the rim.
Bradley Beal, 25 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds. Slight opportunity for a triple-double tonight.
$16-point lead. I think maybe 1 or 2 more buckets and this game is over.
Yeah, Suns leading in rebounds, assists, steals. Suns 3-point shooting has come back down to earth majorly. They're shooting 38% now. Lucky for them, the Heat are shooting 25% tonight. 13% below their average. Come on, Book. Drop 5 and call it a night.
Give it to him. Oh, come on, ball. For you smarties out there, ASU hockey just defeated Harvard.
Ooh, the Harvard of Tempe defeated actual Harvard. All right.
The Crimson.
ASU hockey's actually pretty entertaining.
They're really good.
Get back to Book. Come on, Book. Grayson.
Grayson!
Ties the single game record for the Phoenix Suns.
Give him the record. Get him one more. They know it. They all know it. They all know
got it, right? He has 31 points in the game. Come on.
Book. Get the ball to Grayson. I still am so mad that they looked him off.
Feed it to him. Come on. You're going to run him off a screen here?
He's wide open in the corner.
Hit him.
Fuck.
Come on, Book. Wrong corner.
What the fuck?
I don't want Eubanks shooting that. Give me a Grayson 3.
Give it to the other white guy.
You think Book just went, white guy, corner, it's Grayson.
He's like, oh, wait, shit.
Damn it. I don't think Grayson's going to get his opportunity.
He might. Oh, this game's over, though.
You got to give it to him, though. I mean, hell of a performance. 7 3-pointers in the first. It gets 2 in the second, and ties the Suns' single game record. Still 5 short of the NBA record. How many? I gotta look. How many shot attempts did he even get in the second half? Let's find out. Second half. How many shot attempts do you think Grayson got in the second half?
4?
7. After being on fire, 3 of 7. 2 of those 3 3-pointers. Still shot 50% from 3 in the second half. 2 of 4 from 3. Pretty impressive night.
Think the starters are done? Does everybody think the starters are done? It looks like
I think so.
Thinks the Suns are done.
76 points from Beal, Allen, and Booker. 76 of the 113 from those 3.
Solid. How many shot attempts did Grayson have?
Grayson had 19.
I said, what was the number?
We joked that without Eric Gordon, was he going to get 20?
I said, what was the number?
You said 20 between the two of them.
Yep.
Starters are out, so we're not going to see the record broken.
That's a shame.
At this point, give Drew. Oh, Josh Okogie with the nice block.
See, this is something that I will say. I will give Chris Paul a lot of credit for. He knows the moment.
Yeah.
And I think in that moment, he would have known to go to Grayson's side. Instead, they opted to go the opposite side, and that's just unfortunate.
Hey, do you think there's a chance that we can Skype into the post game from these chairs so we don't have to move? Just leave Lindsay by herself in the other room and we call in from here?
Hey, this is a solid win. This is a solid win. I thought this is one of their better performances of the year. They shot the ball extremely well tonight. You got to be happy with their effort.
Well, yeah, this would have been an easy game to make a lot of excuses about, right? No Gordon, no KD. You could have made a lot of excuses, but they didn't. They came out and took care of business in large part because of what Grayson did. But I like it. Somebody here in the chat, where is it? Forgive me, I don't remember who said it, but talking about here, Austin H. If I'm Phoenix, I would extend Allen as soon as we can.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Somebody said Lindsay's in the smoker's lounge.
Yep.
Did you hear that, Linz? Somebody said you're in the smoker's lounge.
That's how she gets that great cough that we all hear. She says, just because I always cough, it doesn't mean that. That's pretty accurate. It's always Enslow. Enslow, you get our fan of the game tonight. Congratulations, Enslow. You get absolutely nothing except our love and admiration.
Albert, yes. Lindsay is in the More Furniture recliners.
Oh, look at that. I love when our people even know these sponsors where our asses reside during games. This was fun. We'll do them again throughout the year. Thanks to our partners, Michelob Ultra, for making this possible and for giving me something nice and crisp to drink this evening.
And thanks to you guys for watching along and while you're watching the game. And I mean, this is the dual screen experience that we all kind of like. And
isn't this what everybody's always dreamed of? Just being able to watch a game or read bullshit about cereal and God knows what else.
I mean, listen, there's a reason why it's a thing, and I'm more than happy to keep doing it.
Happy to do it. We'll be here a bunch throughout the year. Ted in the chat asked, did Bobo twist his ankle? I don't see him on the bench. Yes, he did. So we'll try to get more on that from the postgame.
Yeah, but shoot on over to our postgame. We'll probably get live in about 10 to 15 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for following along.
Sean, thanks for watching. Thank all of you. We'll see you at the postgame in just a few.
We all silly like the mayor.